money in the bank. You ain't looking all night. Now the party looking at me. What's up, crazy? Nagsisimula ko